On May 5, 1976, the Spokane Flyers won the Allen Cup, symbol of senior amateur hockey supremacy, by defeating the Barrie, Ontario Flyers 8-2 in the Spokane Coliseum. They almost didn't get to the Allen Cup finals or the Patton Cup finals that preceded it. Trailing the Cranbrook Royals 3-2 in the WIHL Savage Cup Series, they had to win at home to force a Game 7. They won that Game 6, 8-4, on Monday, April 13th, 1976, and they had to wait 5 days until traveling to Cranbrook for the deciding game. In that game, they took a quick 1-0 lead 44 seconds into the game, but trailed 3-2 after the second period. Cranbrook scored at the 35-second mark of the third to make it 4-2. When Steve McKnight of the Flyers made it 4-3 at the 3:20 mark, Cranbrook countered at 7:43 to make it 5-3. With less than 9 minutes to go, the Flyers' Nels Venerus made it a one-goal game. With less than 3.5 minutes to go, Cranbrook was in position to win the Savage Cup if they could just hold off Spokane. But Bob Stoyko scored at 16:43 to tie the game. Here's the radio broadcast of the last 3 minutes of that game on KHQ 590 AM radio as called by legendary Spokane hockey announcer Tom Mableson, along with colorman and former Spokane hockey player Charlie Goodwin. You will hear the exciting call of the winning goal scored by Jim Montgomery, who later ended up scoring the Allen Cup winning goal. Later, Tom Mableson interviews some Flyer players, including Ken Gustafson, Bob Stoyko, and George Talotti. From Paul Delaney's book on Spokane hockey called Saturday Nights Were Special, we read this on page 129. Spokane evened the series with an impressive 8-4 win at the Coliseum on April 12th, setting up the memorable 7th and deciding game 5 nights later back in Cranbrook. Ernie Gare remembers some memorable motivation in the 1975-76 Savage Cup Series with Cranbrook in the 7th and deciding game. Quote, "We were playing Cranbrook, and Flyers coach Tom Hodges came into the dressing room and put $5,000 in 10s and 20s on the table. If you win, he told us, you split it up. That really caught our attention." End quote. Early on, it appeared Hodges would be able to keep his cash. Marv Ferg's breakaway goal at 35-second mark of the third put the Royals ahead 4-2, and you could just see the celebration beginning. Steve McKnight would close it to 4-3 at 3:20, but Felix Lavallee made it a 2-goal game again at 7:43. We were down by 2 goals with 6 minutes to play, and they, Cranbrook, had started celebrating, Gare remembers. That's when the Flyers began to take charge. Nels Venerus made it a 5-4 game at 11:20, deflecting a Ken McLash shot. Bob Stoyko tied it when Jim Montgomery hit him with a perfect pass in the slot at 16:43. Montgomery would collect his second goal of the game, and perhaps his most important goal ever in a Spokane uniform, with 38 seconds to play, when he converted a rebound from a McLash shot for a stunning and completely improbable 6-5 Flyer win. "We were underdogs all season," remembered playmaking center Bob Stoyko some 20 years later, and they, Cranbrook, were pretty cocky. Flyer defenseman George Talotti called the game the biggest in his 10 years with Spokane. "You couldn't hear yourself think in that arena for most of the game, but it got awfully quiet in the last 5 minutes," said Flyer coach Tom Hodges. Enjoy listening to this old broadcast and one of the most exciting Spokane hockey wins of all time. As you listen, you will see accompanying still photos of Spokane Flyer players and old newspaper clippings. And now the broadcast, starting just after Bob Stoyko scored the tying goal.
The Royals Bob Stoyko tied the hockey game at 5-5. Assist from Jim Montgomery and Nels Venerus at 16:43, the third period. Well, that's Stoyko's first goal in this Savage Cup. He has 4 assists with his first goal. That couldn't come at a more opportune time.
Correct.
I'll tell you, fantastic. We could now go into overtime. That possibility presents itself. Face off to the left of the Royal goal. Royals have given up a 5-3 lead at the Charlie they enjoyed. It comes out to neutral territory. Off the boards to Talotti. They put it right back in there. Reed to Klinkhammer. They have trouble with it. Gustafson centering it. And then he had it again. Now Klinkhammer has it. Klinkhammer brings it out dangerously in front of his own goal. It's kept in there. Here's McKnight open, but Trembecky shooting. A bang at, they bang at it wide. On the first try, Karshi had a save. Gustafson fighting for it. It comes to Klinkhammer. He waits. Puts it out to center ice to Berg up to the line with Becker. Back to Becker. There's the shot into the pads of George Talotti. Now it's Gustafson coming back with Trembecky and Talotti off the boards up over the line. As Reed, Goyer stepped into, no, it was Reed who stepped into Talotti, and it's cleared below us. A minute and 46 seconds left in the game. It's all tied up at 5-5. Off the boards at center ice. Now we have Talotti stopping it. They put it inside the Spokane corner. McLash fired around the boards to Montgomery. Montgomery got it to the line to Stoyko. Now Dickey puts it right back in there. A minute and 18 left. Here's McKnight being stopped. Now McLash picks up the puck. A backhander stopped by the skate of Barefoot. Barefoot coming out of his own zone. Stopped by Bob Stoyko. Now it's Haley to Price. A backhander along the boards inside the zone with a minute remaining in regulation time. And it's to the point to Barefoot coming in, centering it, and it's picked up by Venerus off the boards to center ice. Haley putting it right back to the Spokane line. Venerus, a lateral pass along the blue to McLash. McLash taking a shot, stop. The Flyers come in front. Here's Stoyko, drop pass to McLash. He shoots. He scores! The puck has gone in. The Flyers have won it. No, they haven't. There's 38 seconds left. Fantastic, Tom. 38 seconds. I don't know who scored it, but look at the all there mobbing each other. The bench is cleared. What a goal. What a hockey game. Ernie, what a comeback. What a comeback. I think it was Monty. I don't know who it was. I'm going to go down below. Okay. I'll take it away, Tom. 38 seconds. What a goal. What a comeback. Down 5-3. The Flyers just put ahead. 6-5. 38 seconds remaining in regulation time. Charlie, I'll stay up here until the game is over so we don't put a jinx in the club. Because, that's right, Tom. Anything can happen. That final whistle's got to go. Let's stay up here, and you just keep humming that play-by-play. Okay, and then we'll go down if the score remains. The Flyers have gone ahead. The Flyers have gone ahead 6-5 at 19:22.
Number 14, Montgomery. Taken by number 10, McLash, and number 11,
Jim Montgomery put the Spokane Flyers ahead 6-5 from Kenny McLash and Nels Venerus at 19:22 of the third period. Tom, all I got to do is 8:38 seconds. Get that drop right in the Cranbrook zone and kill that clock.
Right.
Play is underway again. It's at center ice. They're pulling the netminder. Karshi comes to the bench. And we have a stoppage. 31 seconds left in regulation time, and the Flyers lead 6-5. The Royals gave up a 5-3 lead, Charlie, on their own ice. Hard to believe. Well, Tom, 31 seconds remaining. Like I say, the Flyers can't get over anxious. They got to do the right thing here for 31 seconds. It comes to Randy Gates. They stop it below us. The puck is loose. The Royal net is empty. Here's McKnight trying to get a backhander way off the boards. 19 seconds left. Now it's Miller coming over. Off her legs. Here they're in front. Christian's stopped. It's tied up by Talotti. 9 seconds left in the game. They jam in the corner. 5 seconds left. Big face-off in the Spokane zone with 5 seconds to go. The Tremors got to get the draw. Charlie's got to get the draw, or just make sure that they don't get the draw clean. What an important face-off. 5 seconds remaining in the 7th game of the Savage Cup Finals. Bob Stoyko, I think, is coming out to take the draw. All he's got to do is just make sure that the Royals don't win the draw cleanly. What a finish after being down 5-3 and almost written off there. What a big draw for Bob Stoyko. Probably the biggest draw in his career. Tom, right here, 5 seconds remaining. The Flyers are up 6-5. Get the puck and put it in the corner. And he has
hang on to it, George. That a boy. Hang on to it.
They stop it there, and the game is over.
The Flyers have won the Savage Cup 6-5. They stream onto the ice. What a fantastic comeback by the Spokane Flyers. The Cranbrook Royals had them all written off with about 5 minutes to go. They came back. Monty Montgomery scored the winner at 19:22 of the 3rd period. Assist from Kenny McLash and Nels Venerus. This afternoon at lunchtime, Monty Montgomery says, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is the biggest game of my career. And it certainly was for the young fella from Quebec. Chipped in with 2 goals, and what a time to get the game winner. Tom Mableson has just gone down to the ice. He hopes to get Tom Hodges and some of the Spokane Flyers. They're going to present him I think it's the cup for, I don't think it's the Savage Cup. I think it's the the Athletic Round Table Cup for winning the BC playoff, or their own league playoffs. The Cranbrook fans are going home disappointed. They figure they had it all wrapped up. All the fans said this afternoon that no problem. The Cranbrook fans are going to have, or the Cranbrook is going to win the Patton Cup. But the Spokane Flyers came out and proved that the fans and the Cranbrook Royals were wrong, coming up with a big 6-5 win in the 3rd period at 19:22. They couldn't have waited any longer, I'll tell you. Tom Mableson.
Okay, Charlie, I hope I'm on. First of all, I'm going to grab on to the captain of the Flyers, Kenny Gustafson. Congratulations, Ken. What a tremendous storybook finish, really.
Oh, this is the most dramatic thing that's ever happened to a lot of us here since we started in Spokane. We're in 3rd place and underdogs and win both series right on the road. It couldn't be better. It's just great.
How about Cranbrook giving up a 5-3 lead on their own ice late in the game?
I'll tell you, these 2 teams are so evenly matched that we did the same thing down in Spokane, so it didn't really surprise me that we could come back or they could come back, because we're really evenly matched.
Okay. Ken, we'll call in congratulations again. We'll call in some of the other players. We have Gus Bowden not too far from us. We have Frank Spring of the BCHA of the Savage Cup, and we have Ken Gustafson in here. Ken has the athletic round table trophy. Hey, Frank Turnbull. Frank, we get Frank. Got the winning goaltender, Frank Turnbull, in here. Frank, you're tired. What an evening, no way?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Gotta go all the way now. There's no 2 ways about it.
Did you think we were going to do it when we were down? Be there for a while?
Yeah, I just for a little while, but no, the boys are playing well.
Okay. Let's get Nels Venerus in here with our broadcast. Nels, you had an important part. Some good goal and some good assists tonight.
This is the biggest game of the season. I don't care if we win another game. I played in Cranbrook for 3 years, and I know what it's like to come back. They boo you, but I'm glad we won.
Right. Okay, Nels. Let's get a guy let's get Jim Montgomery in here. Jim, let's see. If I'm right, you got 2 goals, but the big one, with you threw your stick up in the air, the one that went ahead.
Never been so happy in my life.
Hey, do you think we're going to do it when we're down 5?
Oh, of course. I knew we were going to do it.
There you go.
I knew it.
Well, it's maybe this year everything's west, so we won't be working east to Toronto or Montreal.
Everything's clear sail from here on in.
Okay, starting next Friday, right? Okay. Charlie, Charlie, before I get some other people in here, remind our listeners of the ticket sales there, will you? So we pick that up here.
Yes, the tickets go on sale for the Patton Cup, which will begin in Spokane on Friday, April the 23rd. 3 games will be going on sale on Tuesday, April the 20th at 9 a.m. at the Flyers office in the Coliseum and in the Flyers outlets at Halpin's, Spokane Valley, Goodyear Stores, Ken Connors, Lamont, Chicoy's. Telephone reservations will be accepted until 3 p.m. the day of the game. So don't forget to get your tickets.
Okay. Charlie, let's get George Talotti in here. How about the win, George?
Well, I'd say out of all of them, this is probably the best one of all, Tom. I mean, everybody just hung right in there. We had some bad officiating along the way once in a while, and we were down, but we came back well, and I like it. What else can you say? I think this out of 10 years in Spokane, this is probably the greatest victory of them all. Just because we were down, we came back, and everybody just kept hanging in there, and everybody came through.
Well, we posed the question on the broadcast. Did you have the courage to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, down 5-3, and the answer is the team did.
You're darn right we did.
Okay, thanks, George. See you in the dressing room. The president of the Spokane Flyer organization, Gus Bowden. Gus, how do you feel?
Well, words can't describe this. This bunch of guys told me 7 weeks ago they were going to win the playoffs. And to win it in the last couple of minutes, I'll tell you, it just knocks the devil out of you, really.
You've got a hoarse voice.
I'm proud of it. I'm so proud I get buzzed.
When it was down 5-3, it looked like it just wasn't there, right?
That's right, and they come back like $1 million.
Really?
What a bunch of guys.
Okay, we can
Come on, Winnipeg, we're waiting for you.
Friday night, right?
Maybe Thursday we'll announce it. We're closing the office Monday.
Right.
We'll sell tickets Tuesday, but the games might start Thursday.
Okay, Thursday or
We
Friday.
will post it in the newspapers as soon as we get it.
Okay, Gus Bowden, congratulations for all the work that you and Tom have done the last 2 years. You feel pretty good tonight, right?
Well, I'm on top of the world tonight.
I want to bring in the BCHA president, Frank Springer, bring him in here as official capacity and also father of a young fellow who didn't score too many goals in this series.
KHQ Spokane.
And before tonight was the point leader, your boy Derek Spring, number 20. Frank?
Yes, Tom, I'm real pleased with Derek, but I would just like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Spokane Flyers. In fact, I'd like to congratulate both hockey teams for a wonderful series, and I'm sure I'm speaking for all the fans when I say that the Spokane Flyers and the Cranbrook Royals have entertained the West Kootenay tremendously over this past season. I would also like to tell the people of Spokane that they now have a hockey team that represents all of British Columbia along with Spokane, and we in British Columbia certainly want to wish them well in representing us against the West for the Western Championship, that is the Patton Cup, and we certainly hope that Spokane does it again and wins the Allen Cup, Tom. Our greatest to them all. They're a great bunch of boys.
Thanks very much, Frank. And the teams have gone to their dressing room. The Flyers showering now. Charlie, we hope we're doing broadcasts from the Coliseum, if not the Patton Cup, certainly the Allen Cup. You have Vince Collins standing by for his comments to the 3 Stars. I'd just like to say it's been a real treat working with you this season, with Ed Sharman, with our sponsors, KHQ, and Al Kern has been tremendous with the engineering department. We hope we have broadcasts from the Coliseum in either the Patton Cup or the Allen Cup. Tom Mableson, the ice level, the team has gone off. Charlie, we'll throw it back to you. Talk with Vinny, say goodnight, and take us home.
Thanks very much, Tom. Well, Vinny has left the premises. I think he said he gave the 3 stars to all Flyer hockey clubs, and I think he made a wise choice. Well, it was a come-from-behind victory all the way as the Spokane Flyers took the 1-0 early lead, but came back with Cranbrook roared back with 2 first-period goals to make the score 2-1. Cranbrook scored this lone goal in the second period to make it 3-1. Cranbrook again scored to make it 4-1. But the Flyers came roaring back and scored 4 goals in the third period to Cranbrook's 2 to take a 6-5 victory out of the Cranbrook rink. And Tom, we're sitting all alone in the Cranbrook rink with nobody gone. If the Cranbrook Royals would have won, I think they would have been still milling around the ice, but they have gone, and I think Gus Bowden said it the best. He said these guys got a lot of heart, I think everybody in the Western International had written them off, and they came back and proved it to the Cranbrook Royals, to the Cranbrook fans, and to the whole league that they're alive and living.
Okay, Charlie, I wasn't going to come back on the air here, but I see Vince Collins got swept to the dressing room with the team, right?
That's right. I just told him that he gave the 3 stars to the whole Flyer Hockey Club, and I think he made a right choice.
Okay. You going to say goodnight, or should I?
Well, Tom, there's only one thing I want to say. I want to say thanks to KHQ Radio and to the Spokane Flyers for having a raw rookie on their broadcast, and a special thanks to Ed Sharman for working when I was gone and couldn't make the broadcast, and to you, Tom, for putting up with me.
Okay, Charlie. So I'll take it from here. I thought Vinny would be up here, but I can appreciate the fact how he got swept in the dressing room. And so at the final score, Spokane Flyers 6, Cranbrook Royals 5. The Flyers have won the Savage Cup in the final game and will now play either Thursday or Friday in the Coliseum against the Manitoba champions. Montgomery got the winning goal late in the game, 38 seconds left. On behalf of our special guests, we had Jerry Fletcher, Leo Nimsick, Vince Collins, our studio coordinator, Gary Georgie, my colleague in the broadcast, Charlie Goodwin. This is Tom Mableson saying thanks for joining us. Good night, and God bless you from Cranbrook, British Columbia.